So the first part is exploring the landscape and analyzing the results. So first of all, we're going to start by the business model. So here, Elman de los Chorizos is a Colombian entrepreneur who sells chorizos offline in a few supermarkets, butcheries, and restaurants in Paris. In addition to that, he also sells online, including a delivery service to the whole of France. So he also owns a restaurant in Paris called Dicha, who is his best consumer. So the USP here is selling original high-quality Colombian chorizos. He sells over 200 kilograms chorizos each week, which means 400 packages a week and 2,000 chorizos per week. So after analyzing the performance, we saw that the business model is new and innovative for France. No real competition to his online delivery business model. The storytelling is great. You will meet the real Elman de los Chorizos if you order chorizos in Paris, so it's a good thing. Then having his own restaurant and selling chorizos he produced with another way, it's a big plus to his business model. Then doing all by himself make the brand look unique and reaching people's heart. But he is not reaching all his potential consumers due to the communication, even if his initial target was Latino people. But right now he's aiming for a big target, which is the French people. After, I can talk also about the offline. So here we're talking about the supermarkets, so where the competition is high. The delivery to other cities in France than Paris. So here we saw a bit of confusion in delivery fees. Then he is not working fully efficient. He's not delivering. He is delivering by bike in Paris. He take care of all the social media, the restaurant, and also the production of chorizos.
So for the goals of Elman de los Chorizos, the first one is the growth of the sales by 10% through the next year, and maximizing the revenue due to reaching new customer segments and creating more attention to the brand. The strategy is to improve the social media presence of Elman de los Chorizo through 3 steps. The first one is the awareness, by raising the awareness by promoting the products, because if the customer doesn't already know what a chorizo is or hasn't eaten it before, he won't search for it, and the company will keep selling to the same clients. So the point here is to promote the chorizos to many other people via ads and stuff like this. The second step is interest. At the step, the customer should have some reviews about your product. It can be comments, blogs, or even collaborating with YouTubers and bloggers that gives an opinion about the product. And the last step is the decision. So at this final step, the customer is already aware and interested in the product. But Elman de los Chorizos will offer him something that would motivate him more, like to buy the product, like reducing the price from 12 p.m. to 2, or an offer that when you buy 5 chorizos you have another one for free. The objective is to gain 200 more frequent customers, and the tactics to achieve this objective is to do 5 partnerships with the French most famous food YouTubers.
Elman de los Chorizos' 2 main targets are French and Hispanic or Latin American people. Latin people that live in France, middle class from 18 to 60 years old, that can discover Elman de los Chorizos through his social media networks or his website. This target loves their native country's dishes and are looking for an authentic product that they can find in France. French people from 18 to 40 years old that like trying different meals from all around the world and discovering new things. This target can discover Elman de los Chorizos just by passing by his restaurant and going into the restaurant, or by finding Elman de los Chorizos products in a supermarket or in one of his points of sale. We created 2 buyer personas in order to give more details and describe a more specific customer. So for the first one, it's a Latin American female who lives in Paris. She is 30 years old and middle class, and she is married. For her behaviors, she uses social networks such as Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and TikTok, and she signs up for blogs related to Colombian recipes. That's how she discovered Elman de los Chorizos, when she was looking for a recipe with chorizos and she found his blog. For her hobbies, she is into Latin music, especially cumbia. She likes home cooking and reading stories. That's why she likes the El Man de los Chorizos blog, where he tells stories about his customers. The second buyer persona is an European male, 27 years old. He lives in Paris too, and he's middle class and single. He uses social media such as Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And he discovered El Man de los Chorizos just by passing by the restaurant. He went into the restaurant to discover the Colombian cooking, and he liked it. For his hobbies, he likes techno music, discovering new restaurants, and traveling.
So, El Man de los Chorizos had stated some wishes for the future. One of them was about his goals. Not only he doesn't only want to make money, but he wants to have a positive impact on the society, meaning he stated that he wants to sell his chorizos to educate the French about his culture. And moreover, he doesn't want to be limited just to chorizos in the future, but promote more of his culture to the recipients. Currently, he's targeting the Latin community in Paris, but he wants to expand that to all of France. So last but not least, he's facing some conflicts currently. One of them is about time management. He has a conflict between producing the chorizos on the one hand and on the other hand operating his social media, which becomes furthermore complicated if he expands his portfolio as he wants to. And another conflict for him is that the personal relationship to his clients is kind of suffering due to his growing business, and he can't anymore serve his customers the way he was used to at the beginning with his very personal approach. Now we're going to talk about the potential of chorizos and about his content strategy. So although marketing budget does not matter to him as he stated, he kind of has to invest a bit in order to reach his goals for the future. For example, Instagram has a lot of unused capability for El Man. Hashtag Chorizo has in total almost 2 million posts on Instagram, while hashtag El Man de los Chorizos only have 486 posts. So we see the potential there. While at the same time, there's Pinterest, and that's completely new terrain for El Man. There are thousands of recipes with chorizos, but if you search El Man de los Chorizos, nothing related pops up. So people here in France ask themselves a lot questions about El Man de los Chorizos, or chorizos in total. First of all, about chorizos. What are chorizos? Where do they come from? How to pronounce chorizo actually? And what are they made of? All those kind of things. Moreover, how to find chorizos? Where are chorizos sold nearby me? Where can I find them? Are they in the next grocery store near me? Also, some negative things about chorizos. Can chorizos go bad? Can they hurt my stomach? Can they make me sick? Most importantly, how to eat chorizos. How to cook them? Do you grill them? Do you eat them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Or can you eat them in tacos, paella, with potatoes, with noodles? All that kind of stuff. To strengthen the connection between El Man de los Chorizos and his customers and followers, he should inspire them. He should use the potential that he has. So one of our proposals would be that he could post regular recipes on his feed, like on Instagram, on his blog, etc. Some examples are shown here, like a chorizo barbecue, ways to grill chorizos, or a chorizo paella, which also matches the Latin Spanish kitchen, and there he has a potential to support his goal to educate the French about his culture as he wanted. Or oven chorizos with potatoes. There are a lot more recipes which you can find on Pinterest, for example. So another content strategy we want him to implement is a new format on his Instagram. Meaning we want to implement the Chorizo Wednesday, or in French, Chorizo Mercredi. Because Wednesday mid-morning is the best time to post on Instagram. And how we're going to do that? We're going to compose a jingle to establish the Chorizo Mercredi in his followers' minds.